It's every bit of win or go home as you can get it for Bowling Green men's soccer as they welcome in the UIC Flames here at Cochrane Stadium. Happy Halloween, everyone. Welcome inside the broadcast. Lucas Clammer alongside Henry Costco with you. For Bowling Green, Henry right now outside the MVC tournament, and they almost need a win to really keep their MVC tournament hopes alive.
Yeah, they're going to need a win tonight against UIC and likely a win next week against Northern Illinois on the road as well. But they're going to be looking to senior forward Trace Terry for those goals tonight. 9 goals on the season, second in the MVC. And mentioned he's contributed to 17 of the 18 points scored all season by Bowling Green. So he's been a huge factor for the team, and it's going to be another one tonight.
Indeed. The formula this season has been usually when Trace scores or gets in the box score, they win. That's just been the key to success all season. But for the UIC Flames, they also have a player that has scored a bunch of goals this season.
Yeah, Edward Neese, 14 goals on the season, 5 goals in his last 4 matches, and he's third in NCAA Division I in total goals scored. So one of the best players in the country, and we've got a matchup between 2 of the best strikers in the country tonight, so look forward to hopefully some offensive production here today.
Could have a lot of fireworks here on Halloween night. Bowling Green trying to put out the Flames and keep their MVC tournament hopes alive. We'll see if they can do so. We have some Halloween soccer coming up next here on WBGU at PBS.
Yeah. I won't know. Yeah. I'm ready to roll. Give me the signal. You know I'm there in the mode. Steady the load. I got an issue. It's getting out of control, but let it be known. You know I'm here for more. Just setting a tone. I'm ready to go. Ready for anything now. Standing alone. I don't want no help or no favors. I got it all on my own. Outside the bodega. Out of my haters. I got it written in stone. I'm talking never complain. Not standing in the rain before getting the phone. Calling my people to moan. Saying that I should be clear, but here this off to the top. Hello?
Back in the broadcast booth here in Cochrane Stadium, the lights have gone on, and we are almost set here for kickoff here in Bowling Green between the Falcons and the Flames. Lucas Clammer, Henry Costco alongside with you, and all signs point to someone that could have another good game, but also a game with a lot of fireworks.
Yeah, Trace Terry, that player that's really going to have that Bowling is going to try to make to have a good game here today. It's been the leading offensive scorer for Bowling Green, but it's kind of a must-win situation for them that we mentioned in the pregame. Going to need a win tonight and a win against NIU next week if they're going to want to secure their MVC tournament hopes. So a big moment for them tonight.
Indeed, a big moment. I had an opportunity to catch up with head coach Eric Nichols pregame to talk about the matchup here. Let's take a listen. Coach, pretty important 3 points here tonight. Just kind of what is your message to the team ahead of this one?
Exactly that. It doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the season. This is all about these 90 minutes tonight, and we just want to make sure we give everything we have and leave everything out on the field. Sure.
UIC didn't lose their first 8 games this year. You know, they're a team that has a lot of offensive firepower. Kind of what's the scouting report on them and what makes them tough to beat?
A lot of talent all over the field, really good with the ball, really dynamic scorer in particular, but the whole team good everywhere. But I think it's important for us to stay compact, make sure we're making it difficult for them to play through the lines, and then when we get the ball, we need to connect. And if we aren't able to connect our passes, they'll just be on us too much. So I think we need to be prepared to defend a little bit more tonight, but then when we win the ball, we got to be able to keep it.
Coach, thank you so much for your time.
Founded in the Midwest, Bowling Green State University is embracing innovation to push the norms of higher education. Academic programs that are in high demand, research that is relevant for our communities, partnerships that strengthen our economy. Nationally recognized for our student experience and home to one of the largest scholarship programs of its kind in the nation. We are a hard-working public university, always striving forward, always for the public good.
Back here in Bowling Green, ready for a kickoff between the Flames and the Falcons. National anthem is done. Both teams ready to get out here. We have starting 11s for both head coach Eric Nichols and head coach Sean Phillip of the UIC Flames. Let's start first for your home side, Bowling Green. Gus Peacock, Giovanni Suarez, Rico Badurov, Andrew Schaefer, Anthony Hernandez, Bennett Painter, Mats Christensen, Saul Rios, Trace Terry, Joshua Saavedra, and Jason Ball in goal for Eric Nichols.
Yeah, Jason Ball played the last 6 games for Bowling Green in that goalkeeper position, taking over for Enzo Hill. It's going to be a big moment for him tonight. Last game of the season, last statement to make here at home for him.
Indeed, you have Peacock and Saavedra returning to the starting 11 as well for your UIC Flames. Owen Cornell and Net Sota Nakazono at defense with Hoboko Cruz, Hector Heel, Darnell Tercios, Antonio Delgado, Edward Nice, Daniel Zapeta, Carlos Navarre, Sebastian Corey, and Alan Alonso are out the starting 11 for the Flames.
Yeah, one interesting thing to note in the UIC lineup, no Rui Reish, senior midfielder. Akron transfers second in the MVC in shots, only trailing Edward Nice. Not seeing him in the starting lineup today. We'll see if he maybe comes off the bench or if he's just not in the lineup fully.
Nice is third in the nation in goals, like you mentioned there, Henry, on top of our stand-up, along with 5 assists this year. He is averaging 5.2 shots per game, which is #1 in the country. He's also averaging 2.64 shots on goal per game with 73 total shots this year. He's also the only Missouri Valley Conference player to be named the Herman Trophy midseason watch list this season. He's quite had the impact in his first season of Division I soccer.
Yeah, it's been impressive coming over from Northeast Community College. It's a tough transfer coming all the way from there to Division I, and he's made it look extremely easy, becoming one of the best forwards in NCAA Division I alone, just pretty much right away.
You see the Falcons break there. That's Terry, that's Schaefer, 2 wearing the captain's armband. It's their last home game as Falcons, both seniors, as the Bowling Green will close off the regular season on Wednesday against NIU, the team that USC just lost to. Yeah. Only their second loss this season came at the hands of the Huskies, and Bowling Green looking to win to keep their playoff hopes alive here at Cochrane. They're in their home whites from head to toe. UIC in some navy blue and red, and we are underway here on a cold, chilly Halloween night in Bowling Green. Bowling Green getting this one started. Saavedra to Peacock. A little bit of a wrinkle here to start this one. Henry, you see Bennett Painter there, almost playing as a right wing back, right midfielder this game.
Yeah, you see Bodurov is on the ball right now.
Bodurov, that shot takes a deflection off a Flame and then cleared away.
Yeah, Bodurov in that kind of right wing position that we typically kind of see Painter a little bit more forward in. Painter traditionally played this role a little bit in prior years, so he's used to playing this sort of position, but definitely different for him this year. Coach Nichols trying to change some things up here, end of the season.
Here's Schaefer trying to throw that needle through to Bodurov, who had an incredible breakout game this time last year against these very Flames in the MVC quarterfinals round.
Yeah, 2 goals in that 4-1 victory. Brought Bowling Green to the MVC semifinal, knocked UIC out.
Yeah, you and I were on the call for that one almost a year ago, which is crazy how fast time flies. He had a nifty backheel goal.
Yeah, UIC, 6 points, still not out of the woods yet in terms of making the MVC tournament, especially with Western Michigan's 2-1 victory over Drake earlier today.
Yeah, Western beating Drake doesn't necessarily help Bowling Green. Team they just came off a 1-1 draw against in Kalamazoo. Trace Terry had a penalty kick goal, laying that one to save a point. Here's Bodurov on the left wing. Bodurov cross looking for Painter. It's off the chest. It's blocked here from Terry. Going to fall to Painter. The shot is clear off the line. The second ever from Terry's headed off the line. What a defensive play for the Flames to keep it 0-0.
Unbelievable ability to keep that one off the board. Don't even need the goalkeeper in net. Just put the defender on their body on the line. That's 2 blocked shots. Seemed like both of those were going to go in. Unbelievable defense by the Flames.
I mean, it was a block and then a header clearance from the same Flame. Denied both Painter and Terry. Christensen pokes back to win back that ball. Going to fall to Rios, who's going to play in the middle of the back 3 with Suarez and Peacock on the right. It's been a injured-riddled season for Gus Peacock, but he's returned to the 11. Nakazono puts it to the right wing. And UIC looking to create their first chance of the night. Here's Nice and Corey. Pushes it back out here to the right wing. Trying to get by both Schaefer and Christensen there, but good teamwork defending there for Bowling Green to win back the ball. Bodura trying to spin his way out of danger.
UIC on the attack right now. Edward Nice, very noticeable, has the captain's sleeve on his left arm. He loves to take shots, leading the MVC in shots by a wide margin. So he's going to be on the attack no matter what.
Christensen trying to put that to Bodura. He's just a bit offside, and if you remember that defensive play, it might have been one of either Heel or Cruz, the two center backs for UIC who did that.
Yeah. That was tough to tell.
But it all kind of started there from a clearance that was blocked there from Terry that kind of just kept that play alive there in the middle.
Yeah, that was great offensive work from Bowling Green there early on, found the gaps. They had a lot of open space, and they exposed that UIC defense pretty much ideally. They're going to want to replicate that here in the first half as things go on.
The USC team that is 8-2-4 on the year. We mentioned their only second loss, and only loss in Missouri Valley Conference play came against Northern Illinois last match. They played a lot of their games in the state of Illinois.
Yeah, team that loves to score goals, 34 on the air, first in the MVC compared to Bowling Green's 15, more than double.
Let's give it away here, Rios. We'll just kick it out of bounds, and it'll be a USC throw. Here is Heel. We'll go back to Cruz. And we'll go all the way back to Owen Cornell. Is in his first season with the Flames after spending 3 seasons with Notre Dame before coming to Chicago. One-touch passing here on the right side for the Flames. It's cut off there from Suarez again. Dropped it off to Rios, cleared it up. Terry trying to provide some pressure. UIC builds out of it. Here's Heel. Threads that one through. Offside flag just goes up as they found Nice there in the middle.
Yeah, but I think you're starting to see how potent this UIC attack can be. Got a lot of space in the midfield that time around. They're going to really try to work this Bowling Green back line. You mentioned Gus Peacock in the starting lineup here today. So Giovanni Suarez has had a good year for transferring from William Carey last year.
Also Bowling Green's first home match tonight in almost 3 weeks. The Mavs struck, they were on the road for quite a few. They pretty much didn't have any more midweek games. The last 2 games were both Saturdays against Drake and Western Michigan. They lost 2-0 to Drake and then had that 1-1 draw last week against Kalamazoo, as we mentioned.
That last home game ended on a good note, though, for the Falcons' 3-1 victory over Bradley. It's their lone MVC victory on the year.
One back in the middle here from the Flames. Tercios was in the mix trying to get it. They're trying to go up to Bodura, who's, like you mentioned there, Henry, is kind of up top with Terry for this contest. So a very interesting tactical switch we've seen here from Nichols, one we haven't seen really yet this season, at least from the start.
Yeah, it's going to put Marco Bodura in kind of that prove what you can do position at the attacking forward spot tonight. And with that trio, you can almost say now, between Bodura, Painter, and Carey.
Nakazano trying to flick that through with Peacock. Here's Saavedra, dispossessed. Now here's Nice. Danger man on the ball here for the Flames. Out wide to right, a long-range shot will take a bounce and goes right into the hands of Jason Ball. I believe that was Sebastian Corey. There for the Flames there, drifting in from that right wing spot.
Corey, sophomore of Palatine, Illinois, transferred from Eastern Illinois. With 3 goals and 4 assists on the year.
It's getting away. Hernandez, Alonso flicks this one over to the back post, crossed in, sliding challenge to Christensen. It's going to be a corner kick, one there from the Flames. So a last-ditch challenge there from UIC earns them a set piece.
Yeah, we'll see what sort of look they give on this set piece here. UIC pretty happy with the attack that they've gotten so far in this one. It's the battle of 2 very experienced head coaches. Of course, Sean Phillips for UIC in his 16th season, and Eric Nichols in season number 17 with the Falcons.
33 years of coaching combined with these two. This will be Nakazano for UIC. 6 assists on the year with this in-swinging ball. First header one there from Bowling Green, out to Budurov. Throwing one here for the Flames. A lot of defending to do here for Bowling Green here in the last couple minutes.
Budurov stuck with the 2-on-1, kind of just had to back it into the corner. Wasn't quite able to get out of it.
This cross floated in, headed one there from Saavedra. Terry had legs taken out from underneath him and earned the foul.
We've seen that physicality on Terry pretty much the whole season. Seems like that's kind of the main game plan in terms of defending him, especially with all the size that he presents at forward position. There's the foul on Terry, and yeah, just kind of gets his legs taken out from under him by Navarez, sophomore.
Pretty straightforward foul called there as ball gets this one back in play, looking for Terry. Foul go against Bowling Green. Well, it's a USC team that has 4 draws this year. They didn't have any last year. A team that went 7-10 on the year, and 3 wins and 5 losses in MVC play before being limited by these very Falcons last year.
I see a lot of improvement from this team, especially offensively. 1-3 record MVC play and 3-5 last year.
Nakazona takes it away from Painter. That cross, and it's going to be held in there from Jason Ball. And indeed, like you said, Henry, it's a very improved UIC team.
Yeah. I mean, on the offensive end, we mentioned no Raish today, but it's been Nice, it's been Tercios, who's in the top 10 in the MVC in goals as well. It's a tough challenge from Navarez.
Physical. Last couple of sequence here. This one's going to be mishit. It was intended here for Painter.
It's just kind of odd seeing Painter so far back.
I was about to bring that same thing up.
He's looking like a right back right now.
Hernandez getting around it. His man in a battle here with Alonso. In the throw-in. Well, speaking about versatility, I think Hernandez has played just about almost every position you can ask for, except along the back line and goal this year.
Yeah, he has that ability, especially in the midfield. He can play pretty much anywhere. He can play left, he can play right mid, attacking, defensive. Just that versatility that he provides as a player. In all 3 years.
Here's Terry trying to look for Budurov. Struck down there from Heel. Here's Terry. Painter. Christensen. Sawaris. Gonna move inside. Hernandez trying to do the inside of flick to Terry.
Good coverage by UIC. That was going to be a tough play. Hernandez to make. Long ball forward.
Antonio Delgado chasing this one. Rios is one-on-one, and we'll hear more at halftime about what Nicholas has to say about Rios, but he's been, outside of Painter and Perry, Terry and Painter, he's been one of the constants for Bowling Green this season, just coming in. He really came back in when Peacock got hurt against Michigan. He hasn't not started since, and he's played 90 minutes pretty much almost every single contest.
Yeah, he's been vital for this team. They needed someone to step up on the defensive side of the ball, and he's done just that, and he's the only goal scorer for this team outside of Painter and Terry with his one.
Yep.
His first career goal.
Another one there from Suarez. Hernandez picks it up into Badurov. He's got Painter open to the right wing if they can find him. Peacock, fellow Cincinnati native, gets it to Painter. Moving inside. Here's Painter. Oh, trying to flip that one through to Terry. It was a nice idea.
That connection is going to be something to watch. Painter just wafted through the midfield, made it look easy. And through a couple defenders, you see that ability on the ball that he has is kind of on display. And he's in this sort of position, especially compared to when he's more of a forward.
Here is Schaefer. Saavedra. There's a little back heel there from Bowling Green. They went out of bounds.
These two teams met twice. Last year, of course, the NBC quarterfinal victory for BG here at Cochrane Stadium, and then a 2-1 victory for UIC. 1-1 split, and a 3-1 victory for BG in 2023 in their first year in the conference.
A lot of goals between these two teams.
Yes.
And both teams' playing styles are just very offensive-minded. I saw a couple of chances here early on. Bowling Green definitely had the best one. Those kind of back-to-back goal line clearances there from UIC. Here's Nice. Or some Painter. Nice now using his speed inside. Clips it over to the back post. Oh, looking for Corey there, and he just couldn't control it.
Yeah, UIC getting those crosses in towards the box. Wasn't quite able to convert there, but seeing that danger real quick. UIC has had a lot of offensive games. You mentioned all the goals that they've scored. 5-3 victory over Western Illinois earlier in the year. 5-4 loss to Marquette in Milwaukee. That was pretty much one of the games of the year in general, Division I.
Painter crashing in, trying to win the ball. No physical foul there, no foul call. Nice will pick it up. And kind of roaming around here on this left wing here to start this one. Nice, top of the box, and the shot is just over the bar. The opportunity there from UIC, and they just couldn't convert.
That was a good pass from Nice to find the open space. Knox will get another look at it. See Saavedra give him a bit of room and wasn't quite able to get that pass in that. It was a dangerous look for Navarez, sophomore. A lot of space.
Navarez also tied for first in NBC with 6 assists on the year. Scored a couple goals against Chicago State and Air Force this season. He's been, like many UIC players this year, dual threat, both goal scoring and assisting.
Yeah, he's another one of those players that just fits the attacking mindset. So you can kind of see how they work.
Miscommunication there from Badurov and Schaefer. Be a throw-in for the Flames.
Another one of those players, we haven't really said his name much today, but Daryl Tercios, junior from Honduras. He's played 14 games. He scored 5 goals and 3 assists of his own. Just another one of those players that has a great offensive season under Sean Phillips this year.
Nakazono. You have all 10 field players for Falcons now back behind the ball. Nice one-touch passing. UIC's inside the box. That's Navarez, and the shot is blocked. Another corner kick coming up here for the Flames.
You see how quick they formulate those chances. Really good at creating those one-touch passes. You've seen that a couple times here early on. Create their second corner of the match.
Just one kind of pass that broke a couple lines there from the Flames, and they're all of a sudden in.
That's all it takes.
So this will be the Japanese defender Nakazono on the corner. Met there from Christensen, headed back into the danger play. Painter heads it back up, and whistle blows, and it'll be in favor of Bowling Green.
Minutes ticking down here in the first half. Beautiful night for men's soccer once again. This Halloween night at Cochrane Stadium. Pretty good crowd. There's BGSU hockey in action as well, just down the road.
Indeed, just right behind us here in the broadcast booth, hockey is happening against Bemidji State. First of their two games, first official home series of the year. That's not a exhibition. Cruz to heel. You've seen a couple times here right now. Nice has dropped so far to pick up the ball to create something. And sometimes he's been closed down, but other times he's worked his way through the Falcon defense.
He's been working both sides of the field. See, his passing ability was on display earlier.
There's one of the few seniors, Andrew Schaefer on the ball. Terry heads it up. Here's Nakazono. Here's Nice again, kind of just has a free roll for these Flames. Go and find the game, this through ball, looking for Navarez. Suarez cuts it out. Rios will dump it up. This is going to break for Terry. Try to hold up there, just a little
Too far for Badurov. That would have been a nifty pass and a lot of space for Badurov. Pulling the ball back here.
His first touch here from Badurov. Wide right, Painter. Rios back the ball. So pressure being provided here from Delgado. And ball will be called for the foul. As Delgado there was providing some press, freshman from Illinois.
Looks like a little bit of contact on the keeper ball. Kind of led to that one. We'll get another look at it. It's just kind of going for his boot, and maybe he didn't expect ball to come forward a little bit as much as he did. Just a bit of an inadvertent collision there.
Ball was looking for Terry on that restart. Pedro had it up, but they're trying to flick it on to Terry. Suarez. Schaefer trying to get stuck in a challenge on the far side. Zepeda a little too strong there on that pass there for Navarez.
UIC had a lot of the possession early on, but not quite the quality chances they've been looking for so far. Bowling Green definitely with the best chance so far in this one.
Schaefer couldn't keep that one in on that far side. Be a throw in for UIC. So we're almost halfway through the first half, and I really do think outside those couple quick fire chances there for Bowling Green, it has been too much here on the offensive end for BG. They have some defending to do here with Nice. Nice will curl a shot into the hands there of Jason Ball.
He's not afraid to take a shot from far out beyond the box. Well, I'm sure we'll see a few more of those tonight. Jason Ball been stout in goal so far.
Painter getting closed down by a couple Flames. Nice picks it away again. Christensen, right place at the right time. Closed down again. Painter gets away with it this time.
Nice job by Painter to maintain possession this time around. Kind of stuck in that same position that he just was with a 2-on-1 over here by the outline, and gets it taken away again.
I was looking for some support there. Couldn't find him. Here's Nice inside looking for Delgado. And it's going to break and fall the ball. And I think it's just those little things right there. You see, you know, he gave it away originally, did well to win it back. And there's no really option there for him to play forward.
Yeah, if you're gonna, I think that's the lesson learned. If you're going to send it out wide, you need to give Painter some help over there. It's two separate occasions. He's gotten it taken away on a 2-on-1. Just not much you can really do in that sort of situation. Looks like ball's going to boot it this time.
Ball playing up, Terry. Trying to get to Badurov. Suarez, that one was blocked. Delgado's been relentless in his pressure, providing it once again there. Forces ball, just punt that one out of bounds.
Yeah, UIC not giving much room to breathe for BG.
Mentioned Cornell there, former Notre Dame Fighting Irish, has 3 shutouts on the year, but he's also allowed 10 goals in his last 5 games, including 5 to their first loss of the year against Marquette, dating back to the beginning of October.
Yeah, 3 total shutouts on the season. Senior out of LaGrange, Illinois.
Long switch, gonna find a flame. They'll drop it back. Is that Zepeda? Nice thought about a shot. Faked it, and a left-footed one just sails over the bar.
Yeah, decided to take it himself there. He's got a way under it. You can kind of see it on the shot that he took there. So again, another look at this pretty nice footwork that he's puts on display. Nice little one touch, and then goes for the shot. Just didn't quite get what he wanted on it, but I mean, right idea.
Somebody who is not afraid to shoot, for sure. Last 4 games, mentioned has 5 goals. Bowling Green will get a throw in here near the technical area. Throw looking for Badurov. Another throw in this time for Schaefer, further up the field. Bowling Green now looking to create some offensive attacks here of their own and try to strike first. It's also been a common theme that's happened too many times this year as they've given up the first goal.
Yeah, and it looked like they were about to score the first. Pretty much had definitely the best chance of the first half, but about as good of a chance as you can get without putting one in the back of the net. And then since then, it's been pretty much all UIC offensively. Bowling Green looking to change that right now.
So this will be a long throw in here from Peacock. This is one in. Terry flicks this one on, and he couldn't put that one inside the 18-yard box.
And they forced Terry out towards the edge of the box. Didn't quite get what he wanted on that header. There was no one there to receive it. Those long throw-ins are tricky sometimes, especially going towards the one-on-one situation.
Goal kick here from Cornell. This one's flicked on, and a run here for Sebastian Corey. Corey inside the box, drops it off. Nice curling shot is saved. Diving to his left there from Jason Ball.
Another good look on another shot by Nice. Ball brought into action once again.
Schaefer to Terry. You got Painter wide open outside your screen here on the right wing if they can find him.
I mean, he has so much space. It's pretty much not marking him. They're going to try to find it way over to him. Now they're going to send it away once again.
Terry gets it to Schaefer. Schaefer one time looking for Terry. Referee says no. Off the ball wrestling there.
I think he wanted a foul called. Maybe physicality going on both sides there. Referee says no.
Suarez and looking to get that one forward to Corey. He couldn't do so there. And I think a lot of times, though, you've seen USC attacks this game have just been really quick. They've been very direct, and then a couple 1-2 passing. All of a sudden, they've gotten close to goal. And more times than not, it's been Neese there taking a shot.
Yeah, Neese likes to take that shot outside the box, and they don't really get multiple players forward. You know, maybe taking a couple more passes and getting a little more quality of chance is what they'll be looking for as things go on. Bowling Green defense doing a good job of limiting that.
I think going back to that no call there on Terry, and I think it's just kind of the nature of being a 6'3" striker that has scored 21 plus goals in the past 2 years. You're going to be man marked hard. And oftentimes, he's probably had been fouled a lot of times off the ball this year, but that's just the nature of being a center forward.
I mean, we've seen that all season, sometimes even two players marking him at once, especially on set pieces.
It's a good ball here from Peacock. And that's going to be a foul on Badura there on Zepeda. Zepeda, they're ranked at the 24th, according to Top Georgia Soccer mid-season top 100 freshman lists. So one of the top-ranked freshmen in the country so far this season.
Yeah, goal and 4 assists on the season. Very impressive as a true freshman player. Earned the foul there on Badura.
He's trying to flick that one forward to Nakazono, who made a run all the way up. There's Painter. Dispossessed by 3 Flames.
I think that went out of bounds off the flame before he tried to knock it back in. Bowling Green throw in.
I think he's looked in his quote-unquote new position here for this game.
I think he's looked solid. He hasn't gotten a lot of chances to show himself. Yeah, tough collision there, Mads. Both of them going for the ball.
Gonna go against Christensen. That was
Cruz.
Yeah, it was Cruz there sliding in. Held your breath there for a moment. There was a heavy touch.
Yeah, that's a tough position where both of them are going, head on towards the ball pretty much.
Something they both kind of just collided into each other, both kind of got to the ball at the same time, but foul goes in favor of the Flames. Anyway, back to Painter.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just got to get him involved a little bit more, especially on the offensive push. I mean, we've mentioned a couple times where he's been open when they're on that far side and they haven't gotten it to him. It's a lot of ability to move the ball forward with, his dribbling and possession ability. And try to utilize that. Here he's on the ball right now.
Here's Painter closed down from Nakazono. Close down again, Peacock. That was Delgado this time, applying some pressure. Ball. A low kick. And turn back over here for UIC. Navarra is flicking this one on. Ball comes off his line. That touch will stay in play. Peacock. In the end, they drop this one off. It's cross from Tercios. Gonna find a flame. Now Hernandez can break here for Bowling Green. Painter one time hits it. Go a handball call on Hernandez. So it's blows one back. Interesting call, to say the least.
Yeah, Bowling Green trying to make some fast offense happen off the boot of Painter. The UIC marked it well there.
Suarez sliding challenge there, does well to win the ball. He had to get it right.
That was textbook there, completely clean. Goes back to UIC nonetheless.
Nakazono thinking about a shot, and that one will go wide of goal. Played last year at Cali County Community College, Nakazono. And now we got a Falcon down, at least. He's a moment. That's Painter for Bowling Green. Second on the team in goals this year with 5. coming off his fantastic sophomore campaign last year.
Yeah, Painter looks like he's going to be all right. Maybe just a little bit of a cramp. It's good to see, but yeah, 5 goals on the year. Last year was a tough year to follow up, actually going from your sophomore to your junior year.
So we do have the first substitute of the first half. Took about 13 minutes left in this first half. Rias is checking to the game. Coming in for Corey, and then also coming in Adrian.
Number 6, Adrian Biaggi in the game for number 9, Antonio Delgado.
So a couple of changes, and we mentioned there at the top of the broadcast, Henry, about Riaz and one of the familiar faces from last year, but not in the starting 11.
Yeah, Rui Rage second in the MVC in shots, only behind Nice. There's a foul called. At 31 games in his career, he's 6 goals and 7 assists. This year alone, 2 goals and 3 assists of his own. Transferred from Akron, originally from Lisbon, Portugal. And Adrian Biaggi, the other substitution, junior of San Juan, Puerto Rico, previously played for Dayton. 4 assists on the year for him as a midfielder.
Hernandez trying to get it through to Bodurov. One-touch pass, gets it back to Hernandez, looking for Terry inside the box and headed away there from Gio, and then sky in the air from Nakazona. Handball there, and no call. Wow, that is quite unbelievable to say the least. A play on. Here's Schaefer, crossing the box, looking for Terry. One there again from the Flames. Flicked up there from UIC and into Rios. Trying to put back in the mixture, and again, that's Cruz there. He's put out a lot of fires for the Flames. Another hard collision there, this time on Schaefer. Look at the call.
This is going to be a dangerous free kick. Bowling Green with a nice little bit of offense there. That was a critical knockaway by Heel over there. Not a chance that was going to be ripe for Bowling Green to pick.
I mean, that free kick would have been right at the top of the box. Been a really promising position there for Bowling Green. It's how they get a free kick here from farther up, but can put this one in the mixer. Here's Schaefer delivering this one in. Peacock got his head on it. Kind of steer that one on frame and cleared up to Saavedra. Saavedra again, clipping this one, looking for the run. Abadurov and Painter. It's met there once again there from UIC. Flames looking to counter. This one through. No handball called. Almost the same exact one that happened on the other side. Nothing on Suarez. Schaefer. Again, 3 Flames. You saw that on the other side with Painter just all closing down on the wing back. And again, Schaefer there closed down, and UIC wins back the ball.
Yeah, the pressure has been on, especially on the UIC midfield, trying to get some quality chances out of all this possession that they've had in the first half. There's a good chain of passes there.
Here come the Flames on attack once again inside the box. Tercios trying to turn. Nicely met there from Peacock, who just clears it away.
Yeah, that's a nice takeaway.
Aiden Batasik is on deck here for Bowling Green, ready to come in at a moment's notice. Alonzo to Nice. He's being now swarmed here from a couple Falcons. Heel, that's blocked there from Terry. Hernandez trying to be the first one to that. It's nice use of the body there from Alonzo. Stops what could have been a very promising counterattack there for BG. Long ball over to the top. Takes the bounce and will go right to ball.
Yeah.
That's a win there for Bowling Green. They force UIC there to go long and be direct there, and they get the ball right back.
I mean, it's another case, just not, that takeaway from Terry really eliminated their chance to get that one forward on that possession in general. Just again, the same trouble with UIC that they've had throughout the first half.
There's ball putting it up. Terry heading it down. Painter. Couldn't get the touch on. Quick throw into Bodurov. Here's Rako Bodurov. Works on a couple flames, puts his cross in. A little bit too strong for Terry. Still got that one to the back post, and now they clear it out.
This is going to be a good spot for a throw-in over here on this side as sub's going to come in. I believe it's Painter.
Indeed.
Or Kasich.
So don't know if that might just be cautionary with kind of the knock he took early on, but Kasich will go in and
Yeah. Maybe just provide a little bit of energy off the bench here at the end of the first half. I think it's fair to say we'll see Painter again later in this match. Yeah, and of course, unless the injury was critical, a little bit of a slip there by Terry. Kasich was the redshirt sophomore out of Hudson, Ohio. Played in 13 matches. So year 10 started. This is number 4 off the bench for him. 1 assist on the year.
Bodurov goes to the ground, no call. Nice header, the one from Saavedra. He was the one who helped create the penalty kick against Western Michigan last game.
Yeah.
So he dished this one out of bounds for an orange and brown throw once again.
I talk about a defensive performance by Bowling Green. That was great defensive performance against Western that really earned them that point in Kalamazoo. All the firepower that they present, scoring 2 goals today on Drake alone is kind of shows that.
Well, we're going to take this throw on, and Peacock will put this one inside the box. Now in the late portions of the first half. So any goal here can maybe provide some momentum heading into the locker room and potentially to start the second half. So Peacock will put this one in. Flicked on from Suarez. Dispossessed there. Now UIC can break on the counter. Here's Nice. Nice gets it by Hernandez and has a lot of open space. Dishes out. Here's Delgado. Delgado looking to return it to Nice. Gets the shot off. It's a roller. Goes right into the hands of ball.
I mean, that was pretty much Nice doing it almost all by himself. Got the pass and then got it back. I mean, just all that space for him in the midfield. Just got that ball forward so quickly and then touch and go. Covered by Ball.
That was actually Rui Reyes for USC who got the return ball to Nice. And I think, like you mentioned, Henry, he pretty much did that all by himself with that run. Here's Bodurov. Can look for Trace if he wants him. Bodurov will take it himself and just sky it over the bar.
And you see Patasic wanted that one. He had a lot of space over there on this close side.
Yeah, Patasic, he could have forced that to Terry if he wanted to.
Or just taking it himself.
Yeah, somebody, Bodurov, who didn't start at the beginning of the year, didn't get to the midway point, and he's been a starter through and through. Here's Nice through for Riaz. One-time shot is nicely there, covered up from Ball.
I mean, that sort of attack is just so tough to defend. It's 2 passes and then we're forward for a shot on goal.
Quick offensive strikes for sure.
And it puts a lot of pressure on the goalkeeper. Ball has gotten a few of those where he just, you know, it's basic saves, but when you have them in high volume, you got to be aware at all times, even when it's on the other side of the pitch.
Yeah, not the most methodical of the teams, UIC. They love to have the counter, love to use their speed, and love to just get shots off quick.
Yeah, they have a lot of speed, even from the back line forward. All 10.
Speaking of 10, there's Nice for the Flames. He's so silky on the ball and just Moving it out, looking for Alonso. Nicely covered up there, and one from Saavedra, and he able to earn the foul. It's good there for him to transfer from Miami, Florida. I mean, he hasn't had a really position in this game. He's been on the left, he's been on the right, he's been in the middle. He's kind of just had an open role, kind of just find the game. It's kind of what like Messi now plays in today's game in Miami. He doesn't really have position. He kind of just roams around and just finds the game.
Just a whatever midfielder.
Yeah.
But I mean, you see the confidence that he has on the ball. His ability to just get around defenders pretty much at will. It's very fun to watch.
Here's Rios again, winning it back for USC, trying to hit this long ball. It's headed down from Saavedra, but it's just right back to a Flame. It's just about 2:30 left in the first half, 0-0. A lot of chances on goal for UIC that have ball to make a save. Nothing that has been out of the ordinary, but the opening chance for Bowling Green has been the difference so far. This one through Delgado, Rios, and Nice, and
wow.
Yeesh.
Yeah, he slammed the ground after that one. He wasn't happy with how that one came off his foot. I mean, it's just interesting the way that they've approached this first half. We've seen that throughout the entire 45, where it seems like they're going to have a quality chance getting someone forward, and then they back up and send it to Nice. Under 2 minutes now. You know, I think UIC's had possession, but I mentioned this, Bowling Green has had a couple of quality chances of their own. It's been a pretty, honestly, an even first half.
And it might be just a bit of a positive for Bowling Green to bring in at halftime that you're not down a goal. We talked about the last 3 home matches before, and they were down 1-0 to Bradley, down 1-0 to Evansville. They were down 1-0 in a couple other games. If you go back at that,
That's so much tougher as a team when you're down and almost out of it at halftime compared to even if you lose in the second half. It feels like a lot worse of a loss.
clips inside the box. It might fall here for a Flame. We're down to our final minute. Hernandez gets it out to Bodurov. And just a bit heavy there on that touch.
I see you're going to try to go quickly. Still plenty of time.
40 seconds left. USC trying to get a late goal. Here going into halftime. Nakazono. Cepeda clipping this one in. Was looking for Biagi. Cepeda will take a shot blocked there from Christensen. Good play there from the Falcons captain, defensive mid. And 12 seconds left. We'll see if USC likes to put it inside the box. Cruz looking strong. Suarez go clear, and that's how this first half will come to a close. Bowling Green and UIC deadlocked, both at 0s here on Halloween night here at Cochrane Stadium. We'll take a quick break. We'll have some highlights and a word from head coach Eric Nichols. Don't go anywhere. Listening to the Falcons take on the Flames here. Men's soccer action here on WBGU PBS.
Founded in the Midwest, Bowling Green State University is embracing innovation to push the norms of higher education. Academic programs that are in high demand, research that is relevant for our communities, partnerships that strengthen our economy. Nationally recognized for our student experience and home to one of the largest scholarship programs of its kind in the nation. We are a hard-working public university, always striving forward, always for the public good.
If you missed this week's episode of Scenic Stops and Stories, you can stream the full episode for free anytime at wbgu.org/Scenic Stops.
A bold approach to engineering. At Bowling Green State University, our engineering degrees fuse the science of traditional engineering with technology and hands-on skills. This combination is what employers are looking for in the up-and-coming fields of robotics, advanced manufacturing, and systems engineering. It's why our graduates find jobs and why BGSU stands out. Don't just get a degree. Secure your future at BGSU.
If you missed this week's episode of Scenic Stops and Stories, you can stream the full episode for free anytime at wbgu.org/Scenic Stops.
Halftime here on Halloween night. Bowling Green 0-0 is your score between the Falcons and the Flames. Lucas Kleinmeyer, Henry Costco alongside with you for the call. We have a few highlights to look at from the first half. Wasn't a whole lot between these two sides, but Bowling Green had a couple of good chances early on, but after that was all UIC.
Yeah, UIC maintained a lot of the possession, but it seems like the quality of chances weren't there. But how about this look? I mean, two absolutely amazing saves. I believe that was Jacobo Cruz there. I mean, that's play of the game if this ends a 0-0 tie.
I mean, right there, right place, right time, and then a tie thing.
That was one of the best plays I've seen from a defender.
Yeah, and then we saw a lot of stuff from Nice there in the first half, and he created chances a lot for himself, as you saw there, but also a lot for his teammates too.
Yeah, I mean, he does it all, you know, passing, shooting, you know, moving the ball forward. We've seen it all from him, and he was not afraid to shoot the ball, as we saw a couple, you know, plenty of shots from him, and 11 total from UIC in the first half. That's a pretty hefty number compared to Bowling Green's 5 and 2 corner kicks for UIC. 5 saves for BG as Jason Ball was forced into action as well. So a lot of possession, a lot of, you know, maybe decent chances for UIC, but Bowling Green definitely with the best one so far in the first half.
Indeed, more quality chances Bowling Green, more quantity. Definitely UIC is a story, but also a story of the first half was Rios and his defensive play, but also been a story this season with how well he's played for Bowling Green. I caught up with head coach Eric Nichols, and he talked about the importance of Rios. Let's take a listen.
Team, good everywhere, but I think it's important for us to stay compact, make sure we're making it difficult for them to play through the lines, and then when we get the ball, we need to connect, and if we aren't able to connect our passes, they'll just be on us too much. So I think we need to be prepared to defend a little bit more tonight, but then when we win the ball, we got to be able to keep it.
Coach, thank you so much for your time. And for halftime coach, Sal Rios has been a constant for you guys all season long in the back line. I think he's been very impressive this year. Kind of what have you made of his performances and also his leadership now?
Tremendous leader, really smart soccer brain, and an incredible leader. Just runs that back line. We got some new guys in the back line that didn't know our system as well, and so he's done a great job pulling that together, keeping the line high, keeping it connected. He does a lot of work away from the ball that's probably not noticed.
Coach, thank you so much. Besides Terry and the score, but he's also just been a big leader in that back line.
Yeah, I mean, they've needed it, especially with all the departures that we saw for this team last year, especially, Kyle Cusimano was the big name that did so much for this team. And I think you really see that, especially with, the new arrivals that have been brought in. But Saul Rios was there last year. He's been around this year, and he's been, a huge factor in this defense and performances that they've put on this season.
Indeed, they have. Well, it was one last game for Bowling Green. That's Northern Illinois on the road, and it's a team they have played last game of the year, not last season, but go back to 23. It's also a team that beat them in 23, both regular season and the playoffs.
Yeah.
So regardless of how this one shakes out, you're definitely looking at that one needing a win to get in.
Yeah, Northern Illinois has been really good. One of the best teams in the MVC this year, kind of out of nowhere. 2-0-3 record in conference play, 7-3-4 overall. So it's going to be no easy task to go in there and win in DeKalb next Wednesday.
Indeed. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have the second half ready between Bowling Green and UIC. 0-0 is your score. Don't go anywhere. Listening to BGSU Men's Soccer here on WBGU at PBS.
Founded in the Midwest, Bowling Green State University is embracing innovation to push the norms of higher education. Academic programs that are in high demand, research that is relevant for our communities, partnerships that strengthen our economy. Nationally recognized for our student experience and home to one of the largest scholarship programs of its kind in the nation. We are a hard-working public university, always striving forward, always for the public good.
This is Steve Kendall, host of The Journal on WBGU PBS. Join me every Thursday night at 8. We'll be joined by experts and newsmakers as we discuss issues that are important to you and your community. That's The Journal, Thursday night at 8 on WBGU PBS.
Founded in the Midwest, Bowling Green State University is embracing innovation to push the norms of higher education. Academic programs that are in high demand, research that is relevant for our communities, partnerships that strengthen our economy. Nationally recognized for our student experience and home to one of the largest scholarship programs of its kind in the nation. We are a hard-working public university, always striving forward, always for the public good.
a bold approach to engineering. At Bowling Green State University, our engineering degrees fuse the science of traditional engineering with technology and hands-on skills. This combination is what employers are looking for in the up-and-coming fields of robotics, advanced manufacturing, and systems engineering. It's why our graduates find jobs and why BGSU stands out. Don't just get a degree. Secure your future at BGSU.
Ready for some second half action here at Cochrane Stadium between Bowling Green and UIC. 0-0 is your score. Lucas Clammer alongside Henry Costco with you. Getting ready to get levels down. Well, the song's called, Henry. I don't know if you knew that, but getting the levels turned down and ready for the second half kick underway. And off we go for half in number 2. Only one change, it appears, for Bowling Green. Painter has gone to the left wing now, and Patasic will stand out and will be on the right mid. Here's Bodurov. Bodurov will take a shot, and it's parried over the bar from Cornell. And again, Bowling Green, quick strike to start the second half as it did the first. So Cornca coming up, and the first real save made for Cornell.
That was a brilliant start to the first half for Bowling Green. What a hit on the ball by Bodurov. That's going to force a corner. Bowling Green being right at it. The second half, I was about to mention the intensity is probably going to pick up here as they get going, and it's picked up right away.
So corner kick coming in. This will be Rios in the ground and into the side netting.
That's kind of an anticlimactic end to that chance there for BG.
Cornell putting this up, and haven't had to call his name at all, really, in the first half until the start here. Christensen as well to win the ball.
It was Jacobo Cruz, who was a big goalkeeper in the first half. It was an impressive save.
Rios first to that. Patasic lofting it into the direction of Painter. This one's going to bounce for Bodurov. The run of Hernandez. Bodurov gets it out. Patasic again. Patasic crossing, looking for Terry, and into the hands of Cornell. Drop kick here from Cornell. And they're from Suarez, and Rios will go back to ball. First to that, Cepeda. Cepeda has gone to the ground, and they'll stop the whistle. And then off the ball, contact there between the freshman Cepeda and possibly Painter. It appears to be all right.
I think he took a little bit of a shot to the face. He's going to get up and run it off. It'll be interesting to see what sort of impact switching sides is going to have for Painter, especially with Patasek on the other side and the right man, as opposed to what they had at the beginning of the first half. A little bit of trouble getting Painter involved on the offensive attack. Looking to do a bit more of that in the second half.
Rios puts it up toward Terry. Bodurov will track it down. Physicality here with Alonzo. Bodurov and 2 Flames laying back the ball. 2v2 there in the corner, and they finally just clear it out. Suarez wins the throw in for Bowling Green. How about that? Touch there from Hernandez. Rios, Saavedra headed up one there from Navarez. And Niche there dropping all the way back to win the ball, looking to spray an option. So for Suarez, looking for the run, Rios. Still with it here, UIC. Nice popped it in, looking for Reyes, and dealt with again here for Bowling Green. Still alive here for the Flames. Reyes is cross, and no trouble there from ball.
I was born today.
A couple of cross attempts. Trying to find Rage, who's kind of hanging around those corners around ball. And a couple looks to almost get it to him there on that side. So Bengals to stay on side there in that position.
Here's Rios looking long for Bodurov, and just a bit too strong for him. What do you make of Painter now kind of going to the left side? He's been on the right, he's been on the left, he's been up top this year. What have you made of another tactical change here from Nichols to start the second half?
Yeah, we haven't seen much of it so far in these first few minutes, but I like the change. I think, obviously he's played that position in the past, so his skills do kind of warrant that sort of position. Maybe a bit of a tough transition for him, considering he hasn't played it much this year, though.
East dumps it off. Nakazono cross and covered up here again from ball.
A lot of those crosses coming in from UIC in the second half. Hasn't really found anyone in the box, though.
If you wire money from his account into ours.
Just formulates quickly. Bowling Green defense is there to cover it pretty consistently. Just trying to find the gaps wherever they can. UIC is.
Yes, that did hit me.
Arias, Bodurov, Hernandez, trying to get to Terry. Terry using his strength to mold bodies, and just a goal kick.
Yeah, I think maybe one of the foul club, it looked like he kind of just went down there without contact. Outside the box. Take another look at it.
It's a good pass from Hernandez.
Yeah, great ball. Yeah, I mean, just kind of inadvertent contact there. Maybe a little bit more contact for Terry.
Rage drops it back, Alonzo, and slips on that pass to the Painter. Here's Terry. Comes it back, Terry again, Bodurov. Back to Terry, slipped again there, got it. Somehow got the pass off to Saavedra, but Saavedra's being held.
The pass was a little bit too far in front of him. He managed to keep it alive.
Bodurov, Hernandez crossing in. First they're met from Nakazono. But they're trying to turn in the middle. Saavedra there to pick it up, takes the deflection, still alive in the box for Bowling Green. Hernandez clips it in, looking for Terry, heads it down, it's in! Cornell got a touch, but he couldn't keep it out. It's Terry's 10th goal of the year. 1-0 Bowling Green.
They've been challenging throughout this first part of the second half, and they just find the opportunity. Great job by Saavedra to maintain possession, and that cross just perfect. All you have to do is put it up there for Terry. And with his size, he can make whatever needs to happen, happen. Double-digit goals now on the season for the senior forward. 1-0 Bowling Green.
His second straight year now scoring double digits. Outside of Nice, he is the second leader in the Valley, and he has been the reason Bowling Green has had any success they've had really this season. And another huge goal for the Falcons, trying to give them what could be a big 3 points.
Huge 3 points. And a smile on the face of the captain. Just what a season he's had, especially at home. Bicycle kick goal that he had a couple weeks ago against Bradley. And so many others. An impressive player. Shows up when the moment is bright.
One of the best players to wear an orange and brown uniform, someone who's, you mentioned, drafted by the Seattle Sounders, and then won a super draft in the 3rd round last year, and all but going to start his professional career when it's all said and done collegiately, and he elected to come back for his senior year and elected a captain. Now gets himself in double figures once again. Nice's cross is blocked off the painter, and then for a corner kick.
Yeah, well, now 1-1. Now the tough part is going to be holding this UIC team to nothing in this game. They're going to have to really ramp up the defense here. They're going to get a lot of pressure from this UIC offense.
Nakazono will take this corner kick from his near side and swinging ball, flatted in, headed out. So Bowling Green gets the first goal, a big first goal for them.
UIC only been shut out once on the season, and that was to, I guess, the Drake team that shuts out everybody.
Nakazono again looking for ball, again took him a second glance, but again strong to grab that one. He's had a couple of balls he's had to be aggressive, but also just assertive in getting, and he's been strong in that category.
His decision-making has been on point so far in this match. He looks confident back there, and he has to be.
Ball clears it up, Bodurov, and Hernandez will be offside. So I mentioned this is a USC team that went unbeaten their first 8 games this season, and it's a team that only suffered their second loss against the Huskies last Saturday. And that's a missed clearance there from Cornell. Picked up for Hernandez, and it's off the inside of the post and somehow goes out.
Wow.
Well, Hernandez will get his first collegiate goal eventually because, my goodness.
Man.
It looked like from this angle it was going just wide, but man.
Yeah, almost took advantage of Cornell non-position.
Now, ball there with
a
block clearance, and Saavedra clears it up.
Dangerous moment there for both goalkeepers on both sides. Man, that feel for Hernandez, that's just tough.
Well, it's definitely opened up a lot here in the second half.
I mean, that was just an odd situation over there on that far side. With Bowling Green just kind of not really having an advantage, and then all of a sudden the chance opens up with Cornell getting out of position.
Foul there awarded here to Bowling Green.
I mean, what difference that second goal would have made.
And what a big goal been for him. I mean, Hernandez has been one of the most constant players for Nichols since arriving at Bowling Green, and he just hasn't found that first goal yet. He's made so much for the team, just assisting, but also just in the run of play. But Could have been quite the goal as well, chipping the keeper from that far out.
Those are always fun. Yeah, I mean, it seems like he would have it by now, that first career goal, just how much he's done for this team over the years.
Reyes dribbles inside. Now pass cut off from Zavea. Reyes gets it right back. Play through. Peacock will just deal it away. That's Biaggi marching down on that one. Here's Nice on the far side, couple step overs. Now 3 Falcons surrounding him.
Man, finally has to pass it off.
Drops it back off Zepeda. Zepeda, nice back heel. Alonso's had a lot of work to do in that midfield. Gets it back to Zepeda. Now he'll hook this cross in. Bounces up in the air. Peacock heads it away. Hernandez. Nakazono puts a touch in. Terry all the way back defensively to help out for BG.
Yeah, smart play by Terry. Painter's going to get taken away.
Slow going to that ball there for Bowling Green. Now a shot from Navarez takes a deflection. Miss hit from Rios. Petasic has to run it down and eventually gets it away. Good teamwork defending there from Bowling Green, but still alive here for UIC.
Flames have won a lot of those one-on-one balls, especially when they're trying to retain offensive possession on these midfielders. Smart play by Painter to get that one taken away. So where's he gonna charge it up?
Hernandez out to Bodurov. And Hernandez will be called for the foul off the ball on Reyes. And what a stop would have been a promising attack for Bowling Green. I mean, Bodurov could have put Hernandez through. No card will be shown.
Yeah, I think Reyes was maybe hoping for a card on that play. He was having a talk with the ref. No, none was awarded. Yeah, that was a tough foul in that position.
So Schaefer will come in here. The moment's notice. Christensen, hard challenge, nothing called, and now eventually called. So the captain, Christensen, goes down, one of the most fat players for Bowling Green, but also one of the most vocal leaders, but also, if not the most vocal leader on the team.
And he's been all over the place tonight. On that challenge, yeah, Reyes just going for the ball and trying to maintain possession, but Mad's going for it as well. He's taken down.
So as Schaefer will come back into this one. Petasic comes out, and Schaefer will move to the left, and Painter will go back out to the right. Reyes. Get it to Suarez. Here's Schaefer. Slides it through to Bodurov. Bodurov double team with a couple of Flames. Did he win a corner kick? He did not.
Tough position to be in, 2-on-1. 2 defenders backing you into the corner. Didn't really have much help either.
This clearance goes right to Christensen. Schaefer has it taken away. Reyes goes away for UIC, and that's a little bit late challenge from Suarez. No foul called. Schaefer, Hernandez, no one-touch passing here for Bowling Green. Bodurov. No one takes a deflection. That's one-touch passing there from the Flames to build out of it.
That was a tough position to get out of. A lot of space here for some transition offense.
Off the back of Saavedra. Here's Terry. Trying to stay with it. But quite a good game, though, for Saavedra. Got his first start in a few games, and he's putting a solid performance there in that center mid spot.
Yeah, you can give him some credit for that first goal, won that ball away.
Mhm.
That kind of earned that pass that eventually got sent to Terry.
This cross flat in looking for Reyes. It's off of his back. The shot is deflected from Suarez and just past that near post. They shot for handball, but still 1-0 BG.
I mean, that's a good job to just not get a handball there on that position. That was kind of what Raish was going for. See the look here, you're not quite able to get a look at it, but Raish with a very good chance in that position. Here is the cross coming in. He finds that separation on Schaefer, and then will be awarded for a corner.
This was going to break to Niche, delivers it to the back stick, and it's through everybody. A very dangerous ball put in. I can't believe no one touched it from the other side, and it goes out for a goal kick.
A couple dangerous opportunities for the Flames. But you'll be happy to get away with that one unscathed. Just a quick update in terms of MVC conference tournament scores going on. Belmont is the team that Bowling Green is going to have to beat out for the MVC tournament spot. They're up 3-0 on the road in Peoria against Bradley right now. That probably means Bowling Green is going to have to win if they're going to want to stay alive.
Indeed, that does. Belmont would go to 8 points. If Bowling Green were to lose, to be on a 4 draw would keep them alive. But now this is really is a must-win with Belmont taking control against Bradley. There's a bunch of different scenarios that could play into it, but just beat the opponent in front of you and get a win. Everything's easier.
Yeah.
Saavedra will punt this one up. Terry provides some pressure. Painter gets a header. Couldn't steer that one directly to Terry. Hey, we're going to play advantage there on that Suarez challenge. Biagio gets it. Nakazona moving inside. Still run, Nakazona gets the return pass and a nice last-ditch challenge there from Rios to get it out for a throw.
Nice solo run by Nakazona, the defender. Almost did it all himself. It's a pretty dangerous chance.
Niche thought about a shot. Gets him the fake. Trying to put that one through. Bowling Green survives once again. Hunter hit clearance there, but Durov and Cruz there for USC had to be alert. And I don't think, Henry, for Bowling Green, you're content with kind of just playing behind the ball here for 26 minutes. You need to get that second.
With the chances that UIC has gotten these past few minutes, it seems like it's going to be a tough ask to be able to keep the score 1-0.
He's going to keep them coming, that's for sure. They're not afraid to put it on goal. So is this man. Here's Niche again. There's Terry coming back defensive to help it out.
The other thing to note, Bowling Green probably not going to be content with a draw, while UIC might be content with a draw in their position that they're in terms of the tournament battle right now.
Berdere drops it off to Schaefer. Christensen. There's 6 Flames there in this corner. Now getting it out. Schaefer now putting it up. Alonso. It's a spectacular header to keep it UIC ball. Here's one touch passing. Zepeda gets it through. Nice inside the box. Still Nice stays on his feet. Closed down there from ball. And will be a corner kick. I mean, he is silky there. And I think he's arguing a possible foul call, but it was, again, quick passing there from UIC.
Again, it's kind of wonderful to watch him, especially in the box, but he was pretty animated on that want for the foul in that situation. Good play by Ball. Good defense by Rios.
Back stick, Ball strong to get it out. He'll get award the foul. Strong punch away there from Ball, and he's fired up.
He's had a great game so far in goal. Yeah, he has plenty of reason to be fired up right now.
Ball drives this one long. It's first one from UIC. It's a long clearance. Painter takes it away. And Painter's one-on-one here with Cornell. Painter inside the box. Painter trying to go around Cornell. And he did really well to cover it up. And he had Terry. He tried to run the keeper, and that's a big stop there for UIC.
Yeah, just on that last touch, just didn't quite get it far out enough. As Cornell, great job to just scoop that one up. I mean, that looked like it was going to be a surefire goal. Credit to Cornell on that play. And UIC just staying alive.
Here's Niche. Gets it right back. The shot is just wide, and that almost was the equalizer. And he's probably going to get double-digit in shots when the night's all said and done.
It's dangerous. Whenever he gets the ball, it seems like he's going to put a shot on goal. And from the quality of the shots that we've seen from him, he can do whatever. 6 shots already for him. That was number 7.
This one's going to drop all the way to Painter. And I think you saw what Painter was trying to do there on that play. He was trying to just round the keeper, but
yeah,
don't know if Terry was onside with the ball to play him across, but
yeah, I mean, it's a tough decision to make. I don't think you can really, I think it was the right play to rely on yourself in that situation. It's a one-on-one with the keeper. I think you know, risking the pass to Terry is risking it going offside. So, you know, again, credit to Cornell, but Painter definitely will be a little bit disappointed with how that one turned out. I mean, as a player, your eyes just kind of sparkle when you get in a situation like that, for sure.
It's also worth noting, too, Bowling Green's kind of returned to their familiar shape with Painter and Terry up top. Yeah, Bodurov kind of that attacking mid, Hernandez out on the right side again. So they kind of went back to how they normally have played this season.
Yeah.
There's been chances, definitely, for sure, and a lot in this second half for both teams to find the goal, but it's been Terry's goal that Cornell almost got one. Was the difference, and a little bit of extracurriculars there.
Matt's having a little bit of a conversation there with Navarez.
Christmas cards? My bad, it's Halloween. Yeah, just a little bit after the ball there, and ooh, Saavedra and Navarez coming head to head there.
Yeah.
Here's a Peta. Niche. Trying to roll this one through. A couple of Falcons there in the box. It's going to break from. Ball came out. It's the tying goal for the Flames. Almost a broken play, but it's Adrian Biaggi. Came off the bench this game and gets the game-tying goal for UIC.
Yeah, well, it seemed like it was only a matter of time for the Flames, and this one just pops right out to him, makes the great touch off to the side, and not much Jason Ball could do in that situation. He had to come out and get it. But I mean, that one's all for Biaggi.
And you go back to those couple missed chances for Bowling Green, the 1.5 the post and then the breakaway, and all of a sudden it's back to all squared even at 1 apiece. Like you mentioned there, Henry, just both Falcons kind of going with the ball there, just took a weird deflection and it just popped right to him, and that's how this game kind of goes sometimes.
Yeah, not much you could really do in that situation. Just UIC and Adrian Biaggi doing what needed to be done. And once he got the ball in the box, so it's a 1-1 game now, and things change drastically for Bowling Green in terms of what they need out of this game. They're going to need a goal now. They want to keep their tournament hopes alive. That's really something that they're thinking about.
All right. Well, not the exit Peacock wanted there for a moment, as Kyle Tesqueto will come in for Peacock. Normal starter for BG most of this year in the middle of the back three. He's in his first minutes here. Here's Cornell under some pressure, and Painter almost stuck his foot out and almost redirect that one in goal.
That was a dangerous spot to even send that one to the goalie with Painter and Terry both waiting in the wings there.
Suarez keeps this one in play down the line. Christensen. Now, see how Bowling Green responds, and it should be a fun final 20 minutes left. And you mentioned, Henry, the score at the Belmont game. It would put Belmont 8 points. Bowling Green would still be alive. They would get 5 with the draw, but the second goal for UIC could all but eliminate them. But a win could put them in really good positions here in DeKalb on Wednesday against the Huskies. Long ball through, Suarez one-on-one. That was a breaking run from Corey, who's checked back in the game for the Flames.
Yeah, I think the cohesion has been a lot better from both sides in the second half, but especially for Bowling Green. We've seen the quality of chances has really been there for them, and it's been there for both sides, especially. Just look on the stat sheet, 16 shots for UIC to 8 for BG, but 7 shots on goal to 4 in terms of that battle. 6 corners for UIC tonight.
Chance here for the Flames. DiBiagio, and the shot is saved from ball diving to his right. That was Corey on that back post.
Another dangerous chance. I believe Suarez might have gotten a leg on it as well.
Happened so fast again from Bowling Green.
That's just a dangerous chance. It was very similar to how that first goal kind of came about for the Flames. Just found that open man there just in the box.
Well, probably his most save where he's had to spread himself out more. I mean, a couple of them he's had to kind of just come out and collect a couple crosses, but he was leaning to his left, but had to make a big save there on that back post.
It's all on the goalkeeper there once you get that one-on-one situation. Kind of got to stay stout. Not let the forward intimidate you.
Christensen gets it through to Schaefer, and it takes a deflection off the clearance from Cruz. Schaefer gets on it. Cross, delivering the box. Bodura meets to it. Was first to it, and a sliding challenge on the ground from Alonso.
That was a great play from Alonso. That was going to be, if Bodura got that ball alone, that was going to be a dangerous chance. Huge play by Alonso.
Saavedra there stuck his leg out to get it. Foul will be called on Torcios for the Flames. Take another look.
As this one comes in, it's a one-on-one who can get there first, and Torcios, I believe that was Navarro's actually one-on-one, and just kind of put a shove to Saavedra. So free kick for Andrew Schaefer, most likely. You're going to talk it over.
So will it be Schaefer after a couple of Falcons will go over the ball? Terry first to meet it, goes down the contact, nothing called. Stuck his leg out, and now here come the Flames on a counter. There's Corey on the breakaway. Saavedra putting that one out. That's a great defensive play there from the transfer.
Yeah, using his speed to cut off that lane. The UIC still on the attack.
Nicely intercepted there. Tesqueto making himself big. Hernandez.
Nice chain of passes there to get out of that situation for BG, but UIC takes it away again. And foul called.
Yeah, Christensen a little bit late there. I'm thinking for UIC too as well with the Western Michigan win. There's 4 teams in the Valley now that are on 9.
Yeah.
So you want to get a win to get home field advantage there. Higher seeds hosts.
They're definitely still in that race.
So that shot took a deflection and almost redirect that in goal. It'll be a corner kick once again coming up for UIC. It was Navarez again striking that one.
Yeah, favorable deflection. I believe that was off of Rios.
Corner kick UIC.
And yet another corner for UIC.
We got a whistle here and maybe some more pushing and shoving in the box, and ball is actually on the ground, so they'll stop the clock. So conversation between a Flame, Rios, and ball.
I wonder, maybe just contact pre-kick, trying to decipher, make sure that doesn't happen again.
Nakazuna. Terry first to meet that one. Fall to Nice. Wanted a handball call, not given. Nice again in the box, clipping it to the back stick. And couldn't keep that one in play. It'd be a goal kick coming up for ball.
Good closeout on Nice over there on that far side. Forced him to have to cross that one in. That just went a little bit too far for him. Bowling Green defense holding his past few minutes so far, despite this relentless, pretty much UIC attack.
Terry flicking it on. Here's Bodurov. Hernandez putting across. He's on a Flame there on the far side. Hernandez cross blocked. Now Bowling Green will get a corner kick of their own. There's Nakazona there closing him down. He's been everywhere for UIC, both on the left back and making runs all the way up. So be another set piece here for Bowling Green. Now under 15 minutes to play here.
He's another one of those players that just has a lot of speed, especially on the ball. And the junior out of Yamato, Japan. Played for Cowley County Community College. That's a lot of C's.
It's Rios and Schaefer there. We'll give this one to Schaefer. There is a Flame now down inside the box. That's Tercios. And still some hand fighting there with Esqueto
A little bit of
and
handsy.
Cruz. There we go, Schaefer out swinging ball. Terry rising up for it. It will be a goal kick. I think with the way the game's been officiated, with just lack of calls, with it being a pretty physical game, I think that's to be expected with the second half, with like more tempers flare, but also just more little things kind of off the ball for both teams.
We've definitely seen a lot more calls in the second half as fouls have kind of gotten a lot more physical.
Suarez touches him back the ball. Looking to go quick to Painter. This one's skied up. Here's Saavedra, Bodurov, Terry touching it back. Esqueto there, first to that, gets it through. Second bite. A couple Flames diving in late. Nothing called, and it'll be a Flame throw-in.
Yeah, it looked like both players were kind of calling for the foul there. It's like one of those UIC players got a little bit of a limp from that play. I think that's Nice who came off with a limp.
Cruz, he made that incredible goal line clearance in the first half. There are plenty of chances for Bowling Green from the start of the second to get that second goal.
Yeah, score is 1-1, but both teams definitely had plenty of chances to make that a little bit higher. A little bit more offense than the score shows.
Nakazona cross in the box. Up in the air to grab it, his ball. Just about 11 minutes left here in this one. Henry, is there any changes or anything you'd like to see Bowling Green do different to try to get that second goal? It's been kind of back and forth.
Well, I like the change that they made. It's
So we got
a player down, yeah.
Saavedra down. First yellow card will be issued for a Flame. And a little bit of skirmish here. But now 3 Falcons and 3 Flames. Some tempers flaring.
Oh, man. A lot of shoving going on. See Christensen in there. That's Tasqueto. Nice is in there. Zapata for UIC. So then a lot in the second half. A lot of physicality and intensity really ramping up. And that was Biaggi on Saavedra. It's maybe a foot being stepped on there.
UIC yellow card issued to number 8.
It'll be Tercios.
Yeah, Tercios, yeah.
Will be on that one. And I mean, there's about 4 players from each team in that skirmish. And
Yeah, I think that's where the yellow card was issued, out on footstep. Yeah, but I mean, back to your point earlier, I liked the switch back to kind of the traditional Painter and Terry 1-2 at the front, as that kind of resulted in that goal.
Badura flicks it on. Here's Hernandez. Stays on his feet, getting it to Painter. Painter trying to flick it on. Trying to slide through it. Cruz, though, strong to clear that one out. Niche looking along. Switch here for Corey. Draped over him is Suarez. Long ball over the top, looking for Corey again. Here's Corey on Schaefer. Corey drops it off. Cepeda. Navarez. Cepeda again. Niche, and that one is not on target.
Way off. That's one of the situations where I'm just not that big of a fan of taking a shot in that situation. You know, obviously Nice, one of the best legs in Division I, but you know, at the same time, I think it's a better idea to just kind of work a couple passes. That sort of situation. It's kind of a long shot for that to really be a solid shot for any player.
Christensen, Painter, Suarez, Terry trying to give it back to Suarez. Cruz there punts it away. Tasqueto, a hard challenge there on Niche, and looks like Tasqueto will be issued a yellow card.
A bit of a careless challenge there by Tasqueto, just a push in the back. It's not what you like to see.
So he'll get a yellow card for the remainder of this one. He did come in for Peacock, and Peacock's still working his way back, so I don't know if he's on a minutes restriction of some sort, but we'll see if Tasqueto kind of just stays in for the remainder of the contest.
Down under 10 minutes in the second half. It seems like pace has slowed down a little bit in these past few minutes. Both teams gearing up for a final push.
Corey Suarez, that one's blocked off from Tercios, but ball is sprung off his line to collect.
As I mentioned earlier, it could just be a case where maybe UIC is a little bit more, you know, maybe a little bit happier with the draw than Bowling Green might be in the situation. Not that they would be happy with it, but more maybe content is the right word.
Well, we've laid it out. I mean, Bowling Green does need all 3 to really put themselves in a good chance. Terry had that down to Badura, just a bit late on that run. Cornell puts it up. It falls to Corey. Rios has a defender draped on his back there. Late challenge there, Navarez. With the women's team starting the MAC tournament play tomorrow.
Yes.
For Bowling Green, number 6 seed, got in the tournament after a big win at UMass, playing the number 3 seed Buffalo. The only team playing Buffalo, football team playing the Bulls at noon here at the Deloitte. It's a winner go home game for Bowling Green against the Bulls.
Yeah, big match for them, and Just today announced 3 Falcons made the All-MAC first team on that women's soccer squad. Gabby Lampardi, Emma Stransky, and Amy Butera. Mina Sam made All-MAC freshman team as well.
The men trying to get into the big dance as well. Schaefer throws it in quick to Painter. Nakazono making a big run forward. Here's Niche picking up the ball. Gets it through. The return pass. Niche gets it through. Goes to the ground. Nothing called. And oh boy. And that's Hernandez and Niche with some off the ball curriculars. And we'll see what comes of this. And I think Hernandez might have took into account Niche's frustration of maybe not getting the call, but we'll get another look at it.
Yeah, I mean, you see, he's really wanted that call, and Hernandez maybe not pleased with the way he reacted to that.
Yeah, kind of just get in the face of him, and that's a little bit of embellishment from Nice. I'm sorry on the second one. I mean, I understand you're upset with it not being called, but
yeah, it's kind of taking it a little bit too far. On both sides, of course, Hernandez. No need to.
And he's still arguing his case. I mean, he's been probably arguably the best player on the field for both these teams, just the way he's created moved anywhere. He gets a corner kick out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
and no card shown, which I think is the bigger thing of all that. I thought it would have at least been an automatic yellow for Hernandez just for confrontation.
Yeah, but corner here for Flames, so they still have the opportunity.
6:15 left remaining. One to the near post, doesn't get by a Falcon. Be a throw in here for USC. We're in the late stages of the game now, under 6 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised that no yellow card was awarded on that play. That one's by BG.
Our head official's been consistent. He hasn't been handing out a lot of cards. I mean, he's been very, very easy in terms of not giving out any calls. Niche again, a good pass, and that shot just over the bar. That was Zepeda for the Flames. Just couldn't put that one on goal.
That's a situation where I like taking that shot. Zepeda had a clear vision towards the goal there, just a little bit too hard on the bullet sent towards the goal. Down under, getting close to 5 minutes now, so Bowling Green gonna need this goal here in the last few minutes.
Here's Bodurov. Easy to get the pass off. Gets it to Schaefer. Schaefer dribbles. Left foot across is blocked, and then just cleared away here from UIC.
Good closeout, maybe a bit of a bait, trying to leave Schaefer open, and then immediately closed out on him on a 1v3.
Chest it down. Suarez slips there, trying to get that one to Terry. And Terry there has a little hobble. Trying to walk back to the center circle. Might be cramping up. But USC's on the attack. Nakazona. Here's Nice. Top of the box. Navarez cuts it. Navarez right to ball. And he comes up with a pretty good opportunity and a lot of space. And he probably should have done better with the shot there, but another good save there from Ball.
And Ball didn't have to move around too much. He's been very solid in the goal tonight. Confident presence. Fans getting into it here at Cochrane Stadium. Trying to a bit of a last boost.
Give the Falcons a spark. Here's Bodurov. Tracking down there, Cornell. We'll punt it up. Nakazona has a lot of space to dribble up. Passing that one through, is trying to break for Nice there on that left side. Tesqueto would just clear it away.
Made relevant political humor joke about the brand market.
Here's Nice. Cut down from Christensen. Nakazuna still. Has time to put in a cross. Alonso now. Cepeda. Nice. All the Falcons behind the ball. Nice gets it out wide. Here's Corey. Left foot across delivered. Nice clearance there for Hernandez down to 2:30 left. He puts this one in off the chest of Suarez. Has some flames there on his back. Still gets it out. A lot of composure there.
Yeah.
Inside the box. Here's Painter. Takes a weird deflection out. It'll be a Falcon throw in. With about 2 minutes left to play here at Cochrane Stadium.
This is going to have to be the last push for them. They managed to keep that UIC chance at bay. They're going to have to create one of their own here if they're going to want a shot at more than 1 point here tonight.
Painter flicking it up. Bodurov trying to get it to Terry. That one might stay in play. Terry going full out sprint.
I think he's still
in
a little bit of pain there.
Suarez does well to read that ball. Schaefer gives it back to the center back. He made a run all the way up. Still Suarez. Shrugs off one defender. Bodurov in the box. Bodurov able to turn. Bodurov across, deflected out. Corner kick coming up with Bowling Green with about 1:10.
Bodurov managed to keep that one alive. There's a closeout from the Flames, but this is going to be a big corner. They're going to stop the clock, and the sub's going to come in.
It's Xavier Sims, the freshman, in for Hernandez. Center back by Trey, plays the winger. He's going to come in to help defend this one for Bowling Green and potentially get on the end of this set piece. Arguably one of the biggest plays of the season coming up here for the Falcons.
Corner kick, Bowling Green.
Should be Andrew Schaefer. 1:05. Schaefer delivers to the back post. Painter heads it down. Cornell headed off the line. It's still alive for Bowling Green. It somehow didn't cross the line.
Oh, man. That seemed like it almost went through. But UIC just manages to keep it alive. Perfect hit on the ball by Painter.
Christian puts it back in. Tesqueto heads it up. And this attack's going to break here for the Flames. A 3-on-2 if they can hurry. Here's Corey. Corey. DiBaggio right to ball. Down to 30 seconds. Ball punches up into the night sky. It's going to break for Sims. Down to 15. Bodurov. Painter tracking. Offside flag is up. He won't stop the clock. It's down to 5 seconds. Cerrillos puts it back in. Down to 1 second. And ones will be on the board to end this one as UIC and Bowling Green will share the points, one apiece. Team Bowling Green and the Flames and the Falcons will crash onto the field in exhaustion as they fought, but the Flames battled back to steal a point here at Cochrane Stadium.
Yeah, 1-1, not the worst result in the world, but it seemed like they were just so close to that game winner there. Off the corner, Painter just inches away from that one, crossing the line, and Bowling Green could very well be eliminated from NBC tournament play. It's going to be a tough go for them as they go towards the Calb next week.
We'll have one final look with the Belmont and Belmont and Bradley playing tonight. Last time we mentioned it was 3-0 Belmont against the Braves, and regardless for Bowling Green, a draw, and now you're going to need a win and potentially some help against the Huskies on Wednesday. And
5-0 Belmont over Bradley right now, so that game is over.
and so it's going to be 3 points for Belmont, so it's going to need to be a win and some help for the Falcons if they want to keep their season alive and their tournament hopes alive. So that's going to do it here from this broadcast booth and do it for our season for both the men's and women's soccer team here on WBGU PBS. For our director, Raymond Codis, on behalf of our entire WBGU PBS crew, for my partner, Henry Costco, I'm Lucas Kleinmeyer saying so long, happy Halloween, and have a great evening.